getting more clouds today, but the weather is staying warm, which is kind of interesting. And what did I read today? How about this first one? You read a lot about natural disasters and stuff happening around the world and people using drones, not just officials, but just regular citizens. How about this one? It's kind of interesting too. In this area, it says private drone operators seek bigger role in disaster response. As it says here, drone operators from the private sector who volunteered to fly unmanned vehicles to the disaster-hit Noto Peninsula in Ishikawa Prefecture following January's magnitude 7.6 earthquake returned to the region last week after record-breaking rainfall caused severe floods and cut off access to remote communities. The Japan UAS Industrial Development Association, an industry body of drone companies, was commissioned by the Self-Defense Forces to carry out multiple missions to transport bread, vegetable juice, milk, and cooked and dry packed rice to people in the areas that have been cut off. Other operators that took part in the effort included KDDI Smart Drone, which was directly commissioned by the prefecture to fly drones over wrecked roads to snap images that would help assess the damage caused by the landslides. Moves to use drones for disaster relief got a big push this year after authorities realized their potential in the aftermath of the Noto Peninsula quake. But private sector operators say they can play a bigger role, pointing to the importance of advanced coordination and training with municipal governments. It's kind of an interesting statement there. They basically allowed it more per se, or encouraged it once they realized, hey, we could actually use this. Wouldn't that be common sense just from the beginning anyways? You have something that could easily fly up in the air and catch aerial views and so forth versus sending out, let's just say, a huge helicopter and all that. It says the central government revised the basic plan for disaster response in June to specify that high-performance drones will be used to transport supplies and assess the situation during disasters. The Land Ministry's own disaster response team, the Technical Energy Control Force, had field agents operate drones to survey damage caused to rivers, embankments, roads, and other public infrastructure. And they say here, quote, "It's faster to transport goods with drones than personnel, so we want to make more use of them in the future," said Yuji Nakada, the head of the division. So ultimately, they're trying to push for the use of drones more, even though, as it says here, the government prefers to use helicopters over drones, even though when you look at this situation, it makes them realize, even though I think, again, it should be common sense. It says the next step for JUDA, meanwhile, is to establish protocols with local governments to deploy drones without delay and systematize the collective efforts of drone firms, saying, quote, "There was no protocol, so I think there was a slight delay in the mobilization or perhaps a bit of a time lag," said Manabu Shimamoto, a former Self-Defense Forces official who has been leading JUDA's efforts in Ishikawa Prefecture as its advisor. So by the sounds of it, they're taking off anyways in terms of progressing with the use of drones in these ways. It's kind of an example too, I would say anyways, where many times it's government red tape and stuff that stops things like innovation and all that, huh? And in terms of taking off with innovation, this was everywhere today in terms of one of the biggest news. Apparently there was a SpaceX launch, and this rocket ship, it was a milestone where it was their first ever attempt and success, where the rocket actually got caught in terms of, I guess, snagging it in as if you're using, let's just say, a chopstick trying to catch a fly. That's kind of the example a lot of people gave. So you can see basically here, there was this video that they showed, obviously, of the live event. It was kind of cool. You can see everyone cheering and all that. It's almost like they're watching a sporting event and they can't believe what happened.
Landing burn, 13 ignited. We're now down to 3 Raptor engines. We can see those chopsticks now in the rear.
Megavilla had popped the booster.
This is absolutely insane. On the first ever attempt, we have successfully caught the Super Heavy booster back at the launch tower.
What an incredible view!
Are you kidding me?
So that's kind of cool and a good example, in my opinion, of tech being used in a good way. I'd rather see tech being innovated with these scenarios, people, I guess, celebrating because something is successful versus people trying to blow each other up and all that, huh? All right, see you guys later.